Hello, everybody. Missouri here with another episode of Vanilla Career Mode, BeamNG Drive, with some graphical type of deals, whatnots. But here we are going to look at going through some of these to help us get a little bit higher up in our leveling for our, I guess, logistics, deliveries, stuff like that, as well as to get a little bit of cash in on the side. Looks like down towards the bottom we actually get very good chunks of cash going. So we're going to go ahead and see how far we can get along today. So let's see. Standard fleet pickup truck test course. Basic data and the characteristics of handling and cargo abilities and all that. So essentially we're just going to do a quick little delivery. We want to try to do it within 1 minute and 15 seconds through here. Seems to be a vanilla game issue there. But it doesn't give me that. At the inline 6, it sounds like. Not great handling, that's for sure. Don't go out. Oh. Limited slip differential would go a long way here. Woo! That gives us everything. Just a couple of seconds to spare. Not too bad. Very basic D15 series here, so let's see. What do we get for rewards? 2,500 credits. Brings us up to 3,623 credits in our pocket. A little bit of experience for stuff here. And we unlocked load dynamics, the next one, it seems. So, oops, hitting the map key, that's not what I wanted to do. We have, it looks like some milestone. Yeah, commercial star collector. There's another 100 credits. We'll take that. And then we go back to, yeah, here. Commercial. Cargo transport right in the top. Load dynamics. Okay, so this one is basically the same thing. 1 minute 55 seconds this time, and we have a bunch of planks in the back, so we have a lot more weight. Same vehicle, they say, so we're still going to have that open differential. Let's take a look and see what our course looks like. Exact same in the course. Okay. This is going to be more fun with the jumpy kind of sections at the end there. Truck is definitely a bit overloaded. A little bit of sliding going on. Let's see how bad this is. Almost seems better now because it's loaded down. Sounds of some of that traffic that's been paused and hidden and whatever else there. Hardly even get into second gear. Oh, there we go. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Wow, we actually had a lot of extra time on that, so definitely doing good there. As far as our rewards, there we go, 3250, putting us up to 7,000 credits now. Oh yeah, there we go. And intermediate series challenges have been unlocked. Construction delivery is the next one that has also been unlocked in there. So we can go back down into career paths, APM, commercial, cargo transport, and construction delivery. It looks like we're going to actually be on the road this time. A same exact vehicle and setup, it looks like, as what we had in the last challenge. Make sure we get that engine up. So yeah, we got to head all the way down over here. Let's see if it shows me a little bit better, trying to kind of get an idea of where we're at. I don't quite see it, but that's okay. It does want me to go across that way. I'm going to take the shortcut. See if it breaks it, you know? Or if they allow it. Looks like it's just going to allow it. Let's go ahead and head over this way. If you guys do hear any rumbling, I do, for the summer, live pretty close to a military airport, so we're often flying jets around, and sometimes there's a little bit of rumbling as they get really low. A lot of movement in the rear end when I'm braking, so. And being we are in vanilla, we don't have the cops to worry about, so I could just fly on through here. Don't see any oncoming traffic. We're going to go ahead and pass here. Now we can pretty much just follow this the rest of the way. Look at that, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So it looks like it kind of doesn't matter if we take the shortcut or not. If it was the old way where we could actually cut across and not have to deal with the underpass tunnel type of deal, that'd be fine. But we did it. We did very good here. Rewards-wise, 4,500 credits this time, so this is definitely starting to build us up a little bit of money. That's pretty good. And we're also getting in some vouchers, which definitely are going to need those. So go back into here. Milestones. Yep, commercial star collector for another 200 and 300 credits. Gonna have a few of those, I'm imagining, as we get through here. All right, nimble navigator. So now we've got the hatchback of the Sunburst, it looks like. And 1 minute, 4 seconds to get on through. Sport variant of a car here. So we also got a hitch. So we may be seeing a trailer delivery with this in a moment. I'm not sure. 1 minute, 4 seconds. Same course as what we've done before. We're going to make sure we are in sport mode. It does pretty surprisingly well through there. It's a slip in those front wheels there. Perfect. What do we get? 1 minute, 8 seconds. Ah, I got 4 seconds more to actually make up on that, huh? That gave us the 3,500 credits. Let's retry it, see if I can get those extra 4 seconds back. Probably just turn off the traction control and all that. So that was fighting a little bit in some points here. So give it the beans going through here. There we go. What did we get? 107. Wow, that was even slower yet. Okay. I guess the traction control was helping. It felt like it wasn't, to be honest, but that's okay. We'll leave it kind of where it's at. All right, on to the next. We got more career path milestones. No, just that bug. Career paths, APM, commercial cargo transport, and maximum capacity. Yeah, we get a trailer, definitely. 1 minute, 16 seconds. Same course I'm imagining here. And we got a couch on top of the car, too. So the added weight to the car might help, but I'm not sure it will a whole lot. It helps to keep our traction down a little bit better in the front here. What happened? That's not right. Something's just not quite right, I think, here. One minute, 20 seconds. So we still have another 4 seconds to find somewhere with that one, too. And part of that could probably be improved that we had that one section. It felt like it was holding the brakes. You know, I mean, maybe traction control got freaked out somehow or something, but that's okay. Horizon Delivery is the next one, it looks like. Now it's saying we do, yes, 15 stars. There's 400 more credits. We're getting up to 20,000 credits now. That's pretty good. So Horizon Delivery. Let's go ahead and see what we can get going in this one. So now we get to go ahead and do like we did with the last one, take some stuff all the way over to a new location. It looks like our location is going to be here. It's probably going to want us to go out and around, and I think that's going to be about the best bet, is to go under and around here. There we go. I mean, it's got to take us this way to go there, so we're going to the suburbs area. Little car's going what it can. Getting lucky with the traffic in that spot. Have to go around right here. Tuck over that side. And hit the fence. We lost the couch. Does that count towards anything there? I mean, it would think it would, right? Steering's all messed up. Oh, it's right there. Okay. We did it. Despite having hit the fence there pretty hard. And there we go. That earned us 9,000 credits for a total of 29,000 credits right there. We passed into level 2, so we get a bonus modifier now for the challenges. That's good. Very, very good. Definitely going to help us out. We should have another milestone. Yes, commercial 250. Moneymaker for 600. Go ahead and clear that dot. There we go. So that was Horizon Delivery. We now are on to the Advanced Series here. And in this one, we got the T-Series truck. We're going to take a truck and a bit of trailer, and then we're going to deliver it somewhere. So it looks like those are our 3. Okay. I don't know how much power we're going to have or anything like that. How the gear ratios are set. So this could take a couple of tries. It's a TC83 cab over. No trailer. Turning radius, handling dynamics, and all that kind of stuff. But 1 minute, 27 seconds is going to be the deal. I'm going to go ahead and put that way. Something is definitely interesting there. Okay. Touch hard on the brakes there. Catching a little bit of air here. The reverse beep. That sounds pretty interesting. There we go. We got all of it. Did get all of it. Good, good. We also got 15,000 credits for that. Man, these challenges are good money makers, aren't they? That's pretty awesome. So it's a good start into some money for us here. And we're up to 42 grand. We might actually be able to buy one of these or something like that pretty soon to start reeling in more money that way. And we, of course, unlocked the next one, Heavy Haul. And we got another milestone, 45 stars from any challenge for 250 credits. And 20 stars from the commercial branch for 500 more. Go ahead, we'll make sure that that's cleared so I know when we got more. And Heavy Haul. This one is maximum payload and a trailer, navigating the course, and see how it is with the added weight, basically. So, looks like we're going to back up, get the trailer, and take off. Yep. Let's make sure this is up and running. And it looks like exact same course layout. We just don't have the big ramps. We have the different deal there. Before we get moving, we want to make sure that inner axle and everything like that so we get as much traction down as we can. You know, they just need to not be open differentials in the rear, and we'd be able to fly right through this, but... Oh my gosh, imagining that. Make it seem like you can't go into the red, but we definitely need to for this, for some corners at the least. Make sure we definitely clear the trailer and everything. You see the low air wig-wag over there? It's bouncing back and forth. Okay, I stopped just a hair too early. That cost us a couple of seconds, but we still managed to get them. That's 15,000 credits. Looking at that there. Yeah, 15,000 credits plus 3,750 on the commercial division multiplier for a total of 18,750 credits right there. Bringing us to 61,000. Now, mind, we started this episode pretty much broke. Pretty much broke. So this is definitely something I would recommend to start your career out. Go in, do some of these different APM challenges right away. You know, and that way you just start pulling in all kinds of money here. So it looks like we're going to go all the way over to the island for this one. We've got 6 minutes and 15 seconds to get there. And I am absolutely going to be flying down the way to get there. 48-foot trailer, 19,000 kilograms of soda to the Spearleaf Logistics Terminal. All right. Let's make sure we're going to go ahead and put her in high mode and everything like that. I'm going to be able to see my dash a little bit better here. It would be funny if we couldn't get through the tunnel from here. But I'm pretty sure this has been added since they added the tunnel, so I'll go ahead and start by swinging her wide this way to help keep some speed. There we go. Just about tipped, but managed to hang on there. Same way this way. I imagine it wanted us to go to the left probably here, but I may have messed that up. If we see that it wants me to turn around up here at some point, then I guess we'd have to restart the challenge and try that, but go left. I'm not sure if that would really be better or not. Also noticing our field of view is not where I normally have it, is it? No, like the seats moved or something. The field of view is right. There we go. Not turning left. Losing speed just by the cornering here. That's right, this only has 2 cameras. Sorry for flashing camera back and forth. I'm used to thinking gotta go dash then exterior to look at that carnage, so gotta slow down a little bit more there. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart, unfortunately. Okay. Everything, thankfully, has stayed how I have it. We're going to go ahead and start by kind of pushing over to the right so that way we can enter this and keep some speed as we go in. There's no cars here, thank goodness. By no means a very quick truck, but it is a truck. It's working. Hang it wide out here too now that we don't have one truck here, it looks like, in front of us, which isn't too bad. Didn't mean to do it that way, but that's okay, I suppose. And we try to get our speed going again here. My steering, I think, has gotten just mildly touched, but I'm not sure. We're up to 65 right now. That's pretty good. I don't think we actually messed anything up. Just got him out of the way. That's good. Now we're onto the straight stretch of the bridge here. We're going to see how speed handles. It looks like we're going to be pretty much locked to around 50. Hopefully we don't get any vehicles in our way, though. We're pushing some speed. We're supposed to be doing this in like 6 minutes and something, and we actually got it counting down over there. So I'm not sure how exactly I've been doing on this. I was hoping that would actually show the time that we are taking on this, but that's okay. I'm going to leave our gearing as it sits because we're going to be slowing down up here. I almost, man. Just about touched that truck there, but not quite, so we're perfect. There we go. Wow. 2 minutes and 15, 16, 17 and a half seconds to spare, pretty much. We really pulled that off good, I'd say. We could probably have chilled back a little ways, but look at that. We earned 22,500 plus our multiplier of 5625, putting us at 87,500 credits. This is definitely a good, quick way to make money. So, definitely in the future, this is probably what I'm going to do. Get these APM challenges going right away. And yeah, I mean, this is, then there's no risk with your vehicles either. So unless you use a personal vehicle for some of the challenges and stuff, which I think you can do. I know I did it for some of the racing ones, but yeah. See, we got 27 stars, commercial branch, 100,000 in rewards, and 215 kilometers total distance, giving us 1,750 credits right there. Putting us at 96,248 credits. That's pretty awesome. We don't have anything in here for this. We don't have anything in here either, unfortunately. So we got just between the commercial and the other one. The level 3 would likely occur once we completed something there with this. probably get these other 2 stars, but we're not going to worry so much about that. We also have these different ones. So there's drag racing in here with different vehicles we can look into doing. But we got 96,000 credits, guys. Like, let's go ahead, hop on out of the car here. And I don't think, as far as my vehicles, yeah, I got the H series. We bought that. I didn't have any money for insurance. So we can purchase the insurance, retrieve the vehicle. I'm just going to put it out there. Yep. And we're going to want to put away this car first. Put them in storage. And then for our van, we could use some parts to it now. So it has 2 XL slots in there. Looks like that's all we get really with it, but that's okay. No, that's our trailer. What kind of a goof am I being here? This is what I want. Because we could do an extended frame. And I want to do a heavy-duty extended frame. Granted, yes, this is... Whoa. Never mind. That is way too much money just to get that. Where even is it? Nope. We'll just click this then. Do that. Yeah, 30,000 is a little bit much. Never mind. Let's see. We got the regular muffler. We'll go over to spurt muffler. Yeah, I think our bumper is going to be fine and all that, but our rear suspension, we definitely want to have heavy-duty limited slip differential in the rear. Our final drive should be okay. Don't even have a sway bar in the rear. Go with the sport. It'll be just a little bit stiffer, help a bit more when we have heavier items and everything loaded in here. I'm going to go with some heavy-duty rear disc brakes. They should handle a little bit better than the race ones as far as grip. I don't know for sure, but, you know, it's a heavy-duty truck. We're going to do that. Oh, boy. So we got 15x7 4 slots with 225/75 standards. I definitely want to go with wider tires in the rear. So we were at 15x7. We could see it there. So let's see. We could do a 15x9. We could probably do a 5-slot black. Just to kind of keep it on the budget side and everything like that as well. And we can do... Because this is going to be the easy way, we hit Shift-C to go into free cam because of our vehicle being here. We want to make sure that our tire height is enough. And if I were to put these 245/50s on, it's definitely not going to be. So 255/60s, I think, for the grip balls in the back. I think that looks pretty good. And then front suspension, well, in the rear too, I almost forgot. We're going to want probably some heavy-duty rear leaf springs and shocks. And we're going to go ahead and put in a limited slip front differential and make this all-wheel drive as well. We'll do probably heavy-duty in the front because we are going to be hauling a trailer there. Sport front sway bar, help it to keep from rolling as bad like we did with the rear. And here we had, for the wheel, 15x9, 5 slots. So there was our orange, we keep going. And there we are. And for the tires, we put the 60s on there, just a little bit more height on the tire itself. Do some heavy-duty front brakes and semi-racing pads. Front differential, we have a 355. That's same as the rear, which is perfect. Our steering, could put in drift steering to turn sharper, but really I don't think we're going to change any of that. It would be fun, but no need really. Stage 2 supercharger is $7,000. Also makes it louder, I noticed, which is kind of just... I don't get it. Why? You know? It's just an intake. It doesn't make the exhaust louder when it's idling. Gonna go with the all-wheel drive transfer case here. That should do pretty good. Ultra heavy duty on the engine mounts. And as far as our transmission here, we have a 4-speed auto. 6-speed automatic would be better. More gears, more ability to keep in there. I'm going to do a heavy duty torque converter as well. And there's the engine long block. I was looking for that. I'm going to do an ultra heavy duty to make sure that that handles pretty good. And we'll give it a sport ECU, just raise the RPMs a hair. I don't think we're going to gain much on the top end for power beyond where the sport would usually put it. We'll get rid of our spare tire. That's going to reduce our weight just a little bit. Just to help that a little bit, right? And then here's where we get into the whole body section of everything. So we really don't need to do anything too much. Besides, maybe here we could do a roof accessory or a roof cargo basket? Oh, that's that thing. Yeah. We'll just put on a roof rack, maybe? Or do we need roof bars? I think we need the roof bars so we can put boxes up there. Like this is going to be a lot of stuff. So we could put 2 large boxes up here like that. Cargo load box XL. Put aggregate box, fluid tank, ladders, pipes, and all that kind of stuff. So I think our 2 large boxes on a pallet are going to be about what we can do. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to sit 4. 2 over these 2, 2 over the back 2. Something like that even would be nice, but we'll take what we get, right? Fenders, doors, all that. We do want to look at heavy duty mirror. That'll be a little bit bigger. Not actually heavier and dutier. Front left door, left mirror to the heavy duty. We are already up to 26,000 credits. Woo! I'm going to leave everything there just like that is. We could add a roll cage in here, but I really don't think I'm going to. Our radiator, we're going to go for an ultra high performance. We want to make sure that that stays cool no matter what, basically. Hood. Yeah, we don't really have anything different that I feel like we need to do there. So that is pretty much it right there. We also got our load for the interior. We can do 2 XL slots. Box slots there. We'll go ahead and add that. And we do have the boxes in there, so we can actually just look through that way, or also just pull these open. And we do have them. I think this strap needs to be adjusted maybe a bit or something. I'm not sure. That's just me being picky. Go ahead and close these up. So we got our boxes in the back, box on the top, boxes everywhere. Our front bumper is kind of something I do want to see if we can put something a little bit heavier duty on here. Probably put a bull bar. Oh, that's not an actual bumper attachment deal though. Front bumper accessory, black bull bar. There we go. I just want something to add a little bit of strength up in the front there for it. So we have a lot of weight that we're going to be hauling around. So if we can't quite stop and we run into a vehicle, rather it not do damage, basically. So that's where that's going to come in. Because I don't think there's really any others in here that are going to be a good deal. Push bar, off-road maybe, but that's going to come up and still run into our lights and radiator and stuff, so yeah. And there really isn't anything for the back that we can do, so I think that's probably just about it. Additional modification. I don't know why that shows up. That's from the CJD mod, but I do not have that mod installed, obviously, because as I click into it, nothing happens. So there's some oddities apparently here with that, and this is a whole new, fresh installation folder for, I shouldn't say installation, but user folder. So there should be no remnants of any of those kind of mods in here. Yet it still is acting like that, so that's a little interesting to note. Go through real quick, make sure everything looks good. We could put on a front lip as well. That's a little air dam type of deal just to help a touch with our fuel economy. Like it's really going to make any difference, but you know, when we think it does, so. We could do a bull bar accessory for, yeah, let's do some rectangular lights there. Because then we actually have, so we're drawing license plates a few times excessively there. There you go, so we have some extra light as well. That's basically all that it's going to be for. And yeah. I think, yeah, we're going to be just fine. I don't think, yeah, if we had an upfit, maybe we could fit more boxes with the van, but I think this is going to be very good. And as far as tuning, what else can we adjust in here? Really nothing. Nothing, yeah, we could put up our rear tire pressure, probably going to go to like 35, and our front will put up to 30. Just as we get more weight in here, make sure we purchase that. There we go. So as we get more weight on the rear, we don't squish the tires too much and have like traction issues and stuff like that. So hit Shift C again and we pop back out and we're over here, and holy cow, the gas prices here are insane. So now we're gonna go ahead, pick up some packages and stuff. And we should really be able to fly on through in here. It would help, though, if I put on a tow hitch. That was initially the reason I went in there, though. I was like, this needs that. It needs a tow hitch, you know, there's no... Well, I didn't do it. As soon as we can, we'll just pull it here. Excuse me there. Sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. We could also put in a heavy-duty frame. There's the upfit frame, but we'll just go here. It only changes that. We don't need a 6-lug spare. And then we're also going to go ahead and get the tow hitch. Heavy-duty frame just to make sure that the truck kind of stays more stable and handles the weight good. Because we can see the strap right there behind the tire. Receiver hitch. I think that's going to be okay. I don't know. There it is. Tow hitch attachment, ball hitch. Small trailer. What the heck is going on here? We can actually physically attach it that way. That just doesn't make sense to me. Very strange, but yeah, we should be good. Let's go ahead and hop in. We're leaving the weather and the time of day kind of as they are for right now because we did all those missions earlier, and we only have about 10 minutes left of today's episode. So we're going to go ahead and just grab a couple of the delivery deals here. So the trailer seems to be pretty good where it's at. I'm thinking about putting some bigger tires on it though at some point. Doing some backing up here. There we go. Not bad for that being such a short little trailer. Okay. So we have like Richard's Motor Company here. Smash Auto. Yeah, we could take everything but Jerry Riggs. The only reason Jerry Riggs doesn't get anything is because he's kind of out of the way. The rest of these are pretty much just drive through and drop off. And I want to try and pop across the street too, see how that is. See if we can get some weight loaded in here. See, we got a car coming, so have to get a little bit of power down there. Hear that supercharger whine real good. And here we have the Spearleaf Marine Logistics. We'll grab those. That'll add a little bit of weight there. Fast Automotive is a no. Industrial Warehouse, yes. And Exhaust Shop, yes. So this is kind of how I loaded up, things going. Seemed like I did in the RLS Career mode when I went ahead and got us some stuff done there. using the vehicle that is in the latest episode. I know it's a relatively new episode as of the time of recording this, so don't want to quite give away spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, this just feels like I'm really far ahead in comparison, so. There we go, get it to shift up a little bit. Really hard on the brakes there. Good thing ours work very well. Am I actually against him? I am. Oh yeah, we got some pickup. I mean, we're not very heavily loaded at all, but no issues with getting some speed going here. Stuck behind this other slow van here. It's gonna move all the way on over. Oh boy. There we go, 75. How's the gearing set? Oh, 2,000 RPMs at 75. That's good. Not that we have to worry as much about fuel economy here as we do, say, in RLS, but yeah. Because RLS, they 10x the fuel prices, which personally I don't think was great, but it is what it is. It's part of how the mod is set up, so. Go ahead and see if we can get anything towards Spearleaf Marine this way as well. Make sure that I don't wedge myself too much here. Drop these off. And that gets us mostly some reputation and stuff like that here. Let's go ahead and inspect here. And of course, as your reputation goes up, you make more money that way. So we don't have, it looks like, anything that really... Yeah, Jefferson Motors is just across over there. We can actually see his big old sign there. Nothing that's going to go to the industrial warehouse or Spearleaf. Go ahead and double check again here. So we got a little bit less on the reputation, but we still got some goodies and everything going on. So you can take a look again. Industrial warehouse, we do want to take that. Otherwise, there's nothing else we want to grab. So trying to capitalize on the stuff we have. So now I'm going to take this one over here. Drop this off. See if we got anything good to go from here. So there we go. And that's Quarry Side, Belasco Auto. We do go over that way. So we'll grab that. Rent-a-box is out of the way, though. Nothing. Got a sunburst here. After the sunburst, we can go. Just kind of get out in a hurry and we're good. We don't get a wave anybody back there. Red light. Doesn't stop me. Just gonna be cautious. You totally could have made it through, but all right. I'll never understand why they sit so far back like that. Come on. That's why I put that bull bar on. They can have a little bit of fun like that too. Let's go on around here. There we go. Deliver this one. Oh, wanted to check. Oh, we got something. No. Something going on here. Yeah. We'll take another 1,000 credits right there. And then we can go on into here. And we'll see if we get anything heading out on our way. And no, they're all going city center kind of deal. There we go. And wait for the covert sunburst. And then we should be good. Just kind of boogie here real quick. And what do we get here? Just 35 credits, which basically we're not really making any money quite yet. But the big thing is to start building up that reputation, because if that reputation gets up high enough, you start making, instead of 20, you could be making 100 credits on that. So it really helps, especially when we get into the higher end deliveries as well. Some of the larger packages, stuff like that. So we do have some for Spearleaf Marine right here. Looks like that's going to get us a bit. Let's go ahead and customize this on the load, though. It wants to put it in our trailer. I want to keep everything here in the cargo within this. So we're going to go ahead and put it in there. Let's see if we can do engine parts. Not in the trailer, in the cargo box. There we go. We got something else that's in the trailer as well here. And that's in the roof bars. Why do we have stuff in the roof bars too? Let's put that there. And this guy. Okay, now we don't have anything up in the roof bars. That one will go there, kind of even those out. It's a little something else you could do too to help balance your weight in the vehicle. Now, we'll head on over to the industrial warehouse. Got the cruise control set at 35. That should be pretty good here. Honestly, I think I scared him a little bit here because, I mean, I got pretty close. I came up pretty quick. I'm not somebody who lives in a big city like Chicago or anything. I live in a small and tiny town, but this is the way I would drive. Not all the time. And I try to be nice to people if it's not too bad. But if it's busy with traffic, I go into like city mode where I am right behind people like that. And I have driven in Chicago, Milwaukee, bigger cities. I've been down in Dallas before. I've been through Atlanta before. I mean, obviously you don't want to be too much of a butthead about how you drive in those cities, but kind of got to be firm about it, because some people will bully you out of your spot, and you never get where you want to go, not at least within any reasonable amount of time. Go, so we can drop this off. I'm pushing a little bit past, but look at that. This is kind of what we get here with this. So we get all kinds of different goodies, taking this to the same spot here. And then we can also inspect to see if we got anything that left that will go to Spearleaf Marine here. I'm doubting it, but no. Okay. So this is essentially what I'm thinking I'm going to do a little bit of off camera here after the episode. We're going to go ahead, of course, and drop off at Spearleaf, but then from there I'm going to play for about an hour just driving around doing deliveries, and to help us get our money back up to kind of where we were, if not more, as well as getting some of the experience and stuff up. So we're a little bit better set for next episode, because a lot of vanilla career mode is just that. Just driving around, delivering stuff, or doing missions, and kind of grinding things out. It isn't too bad. I don't mind it at all. That's where I changed things up with the RLS Career Overhaul, and that definitely is nice, especially with them recently adding in Italy. So I have been working hard to get myself set up to start going over there, because there is some good money opportunities I have seen. So I want to take advantage of it while I can. Yeah, I can fit a whole car between you here. Let's try and just be gentle. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna start pushing them up. No, we'll be alright that way. Who wants to drive like that? We'll take care of it. Kind of just gonna coast on down here. I'm actually pushing that car a bit. Bumpers are kind of weak, I gotta be honest, in the game like that. How they kind of peel out to the sides like that. Alright, let's see now. Grand total. We got ourselves 550 credits right there. So this is more than definitely paying for that. We can see quarry side auto sales has gone up to reliable level 1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way of some of these other cars here. And then I will quickly, before we wrap up, show like what that actually means, does, and affects. All right, there we go. So firstly, it looks like, nope, never mind. Okay. Ooh. I think it is going to be in career paths that we can find this. Yeah, logistics here. This is where we were. So we can see, obviously, if you don't do good repeatedly, you can actually go negative on your rewards here, but only down to 90%, basically, times 0.9. Normally, this is where we sit, where we start, 0 right here. It gives us just a standard rate. We hit level 1, we get an extra 10%, then 20, and then 40%. So say we have T-Series trailer, and it's going to give us 5,000. Well, now we would actually get about 7 to 7,200, I want to say. It'd be something like that. So it would definitely be very nice to get that up and help. And then also, as we get this, we can see we unlock more stuff here. So we got the heavy-duty trailers, large trailers, fluids delivery, hazardous materials. So that's definitely going to help, and then allow me to also pick up different packages, as we can see here. And we have a bunch of facilities I have not found yet. So I'm hoping to kind of push into that a little bit as well here, sitting here for about an hour to go ahead and grind up some stuff, because otherwise that would be the entirety of next episode, just me driving around, and I don't feel like that's quite too entertaining. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you are interested in more BeamNG Career Mode content, either vanilla here or RLS Career Mod, go ahead, so hit that subscribe button. You can check out some of the playlists that I have. I keep a track of all of the different seasons and different deals that I'm doing. I also have my Discord link down below in case you are interested in joining in there. You can talk to me there. Let me know on any ideas, thoughts, opinions, comments, or topics there in the Discord. Otherwise, you can also put them down in the comments below the video. But that'll be it for today's episode. Take care. Bye-bye.